it's going
right?
to go check, check.
It's going to
now.
go check, check, isn't it?
All in.
Oh, wow. Maybe it will not be a chop.
Schultz got to be thrilled about this, but the 10 on the river, that's 10s full for Delaney. All right, so in the cutoff now, our hero held. Ace deuce of spades going to go ahead and open for the min. Nicholas Astedt on the big blind, going to defend Jack 9 suited. Of course he is. What a pretty hand, right, Maria?
Yeah, definitely one that I think all players would love to see in the blinds. Happy to put just a little more money in.
So we got Jack 10, 8 on the flop.
So a straight now for Lena 900. Another trap, hey? Another trap. Is held really going to fire now with the ace deuce of spades, though?
Yeah, this looks like it is going to work with Astedt checking over. Going to get him to put 375K into this pot. Not drawing dead, though, of course. The king could come on the river.
I mean, Maria, if you're just going to check the turn, you're not going to lead your straight. You got to be checking river as well, right? You really got to give him the keys. Checking over to an aggressive opponent on the river. You're giving him the keys to the Lambo, James. He does it again, and I love this line from Lena. Held a quick glance at his chips. You can tell he really wants to go again here.
Yeah, flush gets there on the river.
He doesn't have a diamond blocker, though, as well, Maria. I don't know. It really felt like even though he's wearing the glasses that he wanted to fire one, you know, it just felt like there was a knee-jerk reaction there. Very imperceptible. What is...
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
So it's all into call. Now, obviously we can see that Astedt has the best hand with the straight. But this is a straighty, flushy paired board. He is being beaten by flushes and full houses.
Small flush, any good?
Oh, wow. Asking if a small flush is any good just because he's feeling like a small flush and a straight is pretty much the same hand strength here. Trying to get a read off of Held. Tough with Held wearing the sunglasses. Probably really glad he has them on right now. I would not want a Lena 900 stare down.
So it's all into call. Now, obviously we can see that Astedt has the best hand with the straight. But this is a straighty, flushy paired board. He is being beaten by flushes and full houses. Astedt has to make a decision. And if he doesn't reach a decision, his hand is auto-folded.
Is he going to
folded?
Oh, wow.
He folds the straight, he folds the best hand, Held's bluff gets through.
Delaney opens UTG +1 with the 9s. Jorgne puts in the 3-bet with the ace-queen suited. And Ari wakes up with ace-king.
Harry with both of his opponents covered. Gonna put the hammer down.
Yeah.
4-bet here.
Cold 4 from the small blind, 850,000 total. And Delaney quickly folds the 9s, so now back on the 3-better with the ace-queen.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Calls the cold 4-bet. If this board comes ace-high, Maria, we're going to see some sparks fly. This pot is already very big. Oh, my days.
The bet from Harry Lodge is 550,000 into that pot of 1.5 million. The bet from Harry Lodge is 550,000 into that pot of 1.5 million.
Yeah, fair play, going for a much smaller size. I thought he might just put it all in, and there it goes anyway, regardless. Shoving a call. Jorgne in really bad shape, just 15% to improve here, and no spades to speak of.
I don't know, the 10 might come because he stood up. If he starts walking away.
Can somebody lend him a jacket that he can start putting on or something?
Right?
So Jorgne with 4 outs. And has spiked one of them on the turn.
Wow, what a turn.
Made the straight. Now there are opportunities. And of course, Harry Lodge can win outright with an ace or a king on the river.
I don't know about the premature sit down though. I don't like it.
Oh,
okay.
That was not the paired board he was looking for, but Maria had it right with the stand-up. Schultz now king 9 suited, another combination we like to play. The sort of theme here, obviously, is that we're looking for playability from early position. Delaney now, pocket tens in the big blind. I think Delaney's going to play it chill, just goes for the flat, especially facing that earlier open from Schultz. And look at the flop. Talk about playability, guys. King 9 suited. Absolutely drills it. Okay, so a bet and a call here, guys. 125 into a pot of 550 called. Board pairs, a little bit more opportunity to make boats now for Delaney. A 10, a deuce will do it. And I don't think this is where you slow down. You don't want another diamond to come and slow down the action. So 2 calls now. This pot's getting pretty big at this stage. 2 million in the middle. Schultz got to be thrilled about this. But the 10 on the river, that's 10s full for Delaney. The absolute catastrophic outcome. Oh, this is such a weird spot for Delaney now. He has to decide if he's going to check it back over to him or he's just going to lead. Oh, man, this is really savage. Absolutely brutal river for Schultz. Schultz is going to bet big here. 1.5 million. That's a 3/4 pot river bet. Delaney just going to double check. He does have 10s full. I mean, it's just an all-in, right, guys? I mean, does he ever just go, I don't want to get stacked by jacks and just flat? It's already a huge pot. I feel like that might be way too tight at this stage. You're literally losing to quads or jacks. Deuces or jacks, and that's it. I think he can just go all in. He's all in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Schultz is in such a bad spot now.
So Schultz has to decide whether to call it off for 25 bigs with the second nut flush on a paired board, knowing that you've got Henri Casper with a 10 big blind stack.
Oh my God, this is crazy. This is absolute madness. Yeah, give him all the cards, buddy. You really need to go into the tank for this. I think one of the only things he might be thinking is he's probably not going to do this with a weaker flush given the way the board runs out, especially that we're playing for such huge sums on the final table. So it's not like you're going to get him here if he has 5-4 of diamonds, and they probably would have played the hand differently on a previous street anyway. So he's repping nothing, or he's repping a boat.
I mean, this is where you use all the time bank cards, right? I know you put them all forward. And that's a pass, that's a fold.
Excellent fold.
Lays down the flush, gets away from it.
10-9 suited, AKA the Sam Grafton. Jorgne wakes up with the kings, though.
Pocket kings for Peter Jorgne. So no re-raise from the kings.
Looked up Estonia.
Sneaky, sneaky. Top pair for Delaney could be trouble.
That's right. Jorgne just flatting here. Very unconventional, Joe. You're giving your opponent the opportunity to improve in a very serious way. Absolutely for free.
Sorry.
Will Jorgne continue playing it slow? Nope. Looks like a raise is being announced.
Wow, this is so unconventional, Joe. The no 3-bet pre-flop with kings on a final table is just really, really interesting.
And you certainly can't go folding top pair now.
Especially not with the backdoor clubs.
Not a ton of semi-bluffs that could be raising there, though. And it's 2 pair on the turn for Delaney. Kings in big, big trouble.
Now, I don't want to venerate the chat pros, but this is why you might want to 3-bet kings pre. Your hand is so under-repped, and he's got top 2 with the overpair.
And Delaney checks. Knows Jorgne is likely to follow up the flop raise with a bet on the turn. 2.1 million. This was an overbet.
Thank you.
On the turn.
Exactly. The overbet turn here, just putting so much in the middle, guys.
Delaney just calls. 6 million in the middle. That's good for third on the leaderboard, by the way. This pot in and of itself. River card. Is it king?
Oh, surely not.
Concerned about a set of kings, maybe.
Surely not. Unreasonable rivers here in Paris. Unreasonable final table rivers.
Dirtier than the Seine. A stack of 100K chips.
Unreasonable.
2.6 million. I think Delaney was rattling off some sets that might have him beat here, 2s and 3s. Jorgne shifting in his chair. Time banks being deployed.
Did you see that just now, though, Joe? Jorgne looked really uncomfortable all of a sudden. He's been rock solid, and just then he looked very nervous as Delaney looked at him.
But like, you just always have it on the flop. That's the question.
Delaney with some time to
It's a
pontificate.
weird river size also. Like, why not all in? Ah. It's 2.6, right? Thank you. Excuse me.
Jorgne maybe letting Delaney off easy here with the sizing down on the river.
6. This is so brutal, man.
Agreed.
Just have freeze. You just have freeze. Like, are you really like raising like ace-3 suited on the flop? Really? No. Oh, this is so brutal.
He's onto something. Delaney makes the call. Sees that filthy river.
That is fucking gross.
Action has been folded to the blinds. Fabrice Bigot has the spraggy ace-7 offsuit in the small. Delaney ace-jack suited in the big, so Bigot has just called here, Nick. And when Delaney raises, and I mean that, when he raises, what is Bigot's plan? 30 bigs.
It's really, really interesting here, James. I think ace-7 might be a good candidate to limp raise with as a bit of a bluff with a blocker. Oh dear, oh dear.
It's 1.8 total, right?
Okay, looks like a call.
Yes.
Yep, seems good. You have absolute position. You have a very playable hand. This is totally fair.
Ace in the window, and it is ace, king 10, all spades. So Delaney the favorite here. Bigot does have the 7 high flush draw.
Oh, this is such an ugly one, you guys. Bigot's got to be pretty happy with his hand at this point. He's not going to know if his spade is any good, but blind v blind, one spade will give you the best hand quite frequently if it does come a spade, turn, or river. Bigot slows down, 3.8 in the middle. 4.5 is the effective stack behind Bigot. 2 checks. Bigot looking for a spade or a 7 to improve. 8 of hearts, no change.
So Delaney now roughly a 2-1 favorite. So Bigot checks for a second time. Delaney can't check this back again.
You know what? I think you might be right, James. He's going to be cautious on the flop because he could be, getting trapped by ace-king, pocket kings, pocket aces, pocket tens. But at this point, would your opponent really miss the opportunity to bet any of those combos? Would they really give another free card when there's 3 spades on board, for example? Very frequently not going to want to see another spade with some of those sets. I think the time is now. 3.8 in the middle. Don't have to bet big, but you do want to punish some of those draws that are still in there, absolutely.
1.2 million, the delayed c-bet from Delaney. And Bigot does call.
Yeah, there's no chance he can fold, especially given how passively he's played flop and turn.
But it's the 10 of clubs, and it's going to be a chop.
That's if it makes it to showdown. It's hard for it not to go to showdown at this point,
Oh,
though,
it's going to
right?
go check, check
It's going to
now.
go check, check, isn't it?
All in.
Oh, wow. Maybe it will not be a chop as Bigot decides to shove, and Delaney has to decide whether to call.
Wow. This is such a weird situation. Put those cards out there, buddy. Have a think. I think we know who hates a chop pot. His name is Fabrice Bigot, who's all in on this river.
I don't understand. Can I get a count, please?
Delaney does not understand. Delaney wants a count.
Raise 9 big blinds. Where's the 10x? Pocket ace is a limb jam. Pocket 10's on back raise, right?
Yep.
And if they do the check river, because I can have bluffs.
Yep. Absolutely. He's got it all.
Like, who bluffs like this, ever? Pocket king's really checking twice.
He's trying to push off a chop.
I don't understand how I lose.
In that case, make the call.
Pocket aces don't shove because, you know. Pocket king just bet flop.
Loving the logic.
He's got it all. He's got it figured out.
There's no way you limp raise like some 10-7 suited. It's just unreasonable.
10.
This is the first time that. Okay, thank you. I don't understand. Like, if you have value, like, you know I'm a blaster, why would you not check? Oh.
You know I'm a blaster. Master blaster.
Like, how can you have a 10? You don't do this with ace 10. You don't do this with king 10. You don't do this with 10-8. Don't do this with queen 10, jack 10, 10-9. 10-9 suited, then this would be ridiculous.
10.
Like, it's free. 3.3 total.
I went from loving this hand to hating this hand to loving this hand. He makes the call. And this is a chop pot. You know what they say? Everyone loves a chop pot.